What's up, kids? So, gonna be a quick one today. I was talking with somebody yesterday about this, and I was like, wow, this is actually a really good fucking point that I should bring up for everybody at home. My experience over the past 20 years, and like I said, your experience might be different, so if you're a trainer and you're like, oh my god, Jay, I see something different, great. That's your fucking experience. Mine is mine, yours is yours, and all we can do is tell people about the shit we've seen over our careers and our time in the gym. But that being said, my personal experience, just with, like the 83,000 hours we have of like working with clients, kneecap to kneecap, or over the internet, eyeball to eyeball, right? With busy moms and dads over the past 20 years, that we've been doing this. One of the things I've noticed myself is how whenever injury comes around, whether it's in the gym, outside of the gym, prior existing shit, whatever, mom always seems to recover way faster and way more effectively than dad, right? And a lot of people would argue that because if you look at what the science says, from an athletic perspective, guys have better hormones, they recover faster, higher levels of testosterone. Oh my God, it's so much easier for a guy to get in shape, all that bullshit, right? Well, the one underlying factor that I've kind of noticed as a theme throughout the years as I've been going through and doing this, right, was that when it comes to recovery, right, the biggest thing that gets in most people's way is their own fucking ego, right? Myself included. This is actually when I first realized this, is me working through my own shit over the years, right? When you're recovering from an injury, right? New people are different. New people's a different story. You don't know what your body's capable of. You don't know you don't have any prior references of what you used to be able to lift or what you used to be able to do or what you think you should be capable of. We're setting new boundaries, new standards, and new expectations for you all the time. But for somebody who's worked out before in the past, right? You know what you were capable of at one point, and in all reality, you should be able to do that still, right? Or at least in your mind. So the biggest reason why most guys have a harder time recovering than most females is because for us, and I know some females that are guilty of this too, but the number one reason why guys have a harder time recovering than females, and why females will just go so much faster when recovering from injury, is because when we're trying to work through those recovery periods and get back into training again, most guys and a lot of alpha type personalities, we're gonna tend to want to lift more weight than we should at that moment, and we're gonna want to do the things we think we're capable of. And usually those loads are not appropriate for it at that time. Those intensities are not appropriate for us at those times. And we're not getting the best workout possible at that moment to work us through the injury. So when it comes to recovery, the biggest lesson I had to learn is that your muscles don't know how much weight you're lifting.